me today.
Oh, Electro.
Red Electro.
Yeah, that's how you
Who's
pronounce
that?
it.
Yeah,
I
that's it.
don't know.
He's new. I think him and Jasmine are both new to my tourneys. It was actually Ragnar who brought them in. They're two friends of his, so big up to Ragnar. Thank you for bringing these people. I really appreciate that, man. The more people that come, the more people get to have fun.
Blizzard Magic.
There's Polala.
Alex, are you serious?
I'm just trying to see if any of those last guys showed up. Burning Man. No, that's Jasmine. Discharge. Resrod. Who's that? Red Electro. Okay, I got you. I got you. I got you. I got you. Where
Which match
is?
are we? Is it like the first match?
I have no idea.
No.
This is my first time here. A Mesmer versus an Ellie. Let's see how this goes.
The Ellie win.
Yeah.
Is it? Oh, yeah. It's a core Ellie at that.
Poor Ellie's nasty.
Alright guys, our first match is going to be Mike versus Futile. I'm going to let everybody know.
Ooh, poor Ellie's about to go down.
We're almost at 9:15. As soon as 9:15 hits, I'm going to kick everybody from the match and start it. Oh, sorry about your Phantom. I'm going to post it on our Discord here as well.
Oh, yeah.
So it's me versus. I'm going to take a quick look at. I'm not trying to cheat or anything. I'm just trying to show you guys what he's running. He's running Leadership with Demolisher. He's got Rifle with Sigil of Agility and Energy. He's also got Tools, Alchemy, and Hollowsmith. This is your regular Hollowsmith build. I'm going to step in right here. I'll show you what I'm running. I'm running a little different of a core guard. I'm running Zeal, Radiance, and Valor. I'm also running with Moon of the Eagle and Marauder. Now this map is all about terrain and how you control it. I'm really happy because when it first came out they had some really weird little quirks to it, but they actually fixed them within 2 or 3 weeks, which I was really content with, and now you're able to use the full extent of the map and not being really pigeonholed in one spot. So here we go. It's best of 3 series as I mentioned, guys. So you can make adjustments in between rounds, but the only things you cannot change are your class. Whoops, I thought that was the door. The only thing you cannot change. Oh, there he goes with it. Oh, Lord, that's some hot fire, boy. Hot, I'm in trouble here.
I don't know.
And down goes Mike. Down goes Mike.
Oh, phew. Yeah, give me some
Yeah.
time to sustain. He definitely gave me some time to sustain.
Both give each other time.
Oh, fuck. Oh, I actually got out of combat? Yeah, I think he did too. Oh, downstage!
Oh, who wins this?
He's probably gonna win. He's probably gonna win.
No, you got this. You got
Oh,
this.
no, you're gonna win. You're gonna
Oh
win.
my gosh, you should heal. You should heal. You should heal.
Oh.
You should have healed is the strategy.
Damn, that was really close.
Yeah, it was super close. Really good job, Discharge. We're gonna have a game 2 coming up right now. All those are really, really tough for me as a guard. There's just so much damage coming out. I'm really soft, and they have a lot of CC. but that was really good. Our next match after this series is going to be Mimos versus Goku the Sin. I don't know why these guys are entering. Let me...
Just waiting on the players to be ready up here. They don't know what they're doing apparently.
Fuck you. That was a really exciting match so far. Really good. Both in a downstate, fighting to the bitter end. There we go. Am I running out the right door this time? Yeah, okay. This is the right door.
No, other way, Mike. Other way, Mike.
Shut up, fuck you. Don't try to confuse me. Where is he? Is he already stealth? Oh, I gotta be careful here, boy. Your soul is mine. Shang Tsung! Oh, nice elixir ass. Beautiful by Futile.
Just debated.
Oh, double dodge. Tried to give me the prime light beam. Die. Insolent swine.
Nice.
1-1 series in the first game. Nice, nice.
Imagine
losing to Mike.
Imagine losing to Mike in a 1v1.
I can't wait to see your warrior god tier skills, Alex.
Oh, I'm playing Thief.
No, you're not.
I'm just gonna let the next
You're playing
participants
Mesmer.
know who's ready. So after this, it's gonna be Goku versus Mimos. Oh, I gotta enter actually. Sorry, guys. Thanks again for watching, guys. I really appreciate it. Click that follow or subscribe button if you so choose. It's actually September, so all subscriptions are half price.
Alex, I better see some god tier Mesmer plays then.
You want me to play Mesmer? Okay, I play Mesmer.
Thanks, love you, two hands. Yeah. Damn, your beard is freaking nice, dude. Thanks, man. I appreciate that. I'll work on this, you know.
Man, I gave him that build. He ain't changed nothing.
No, my beard. Yeah, Bob. Uh-oh. Oh, nice.
That was a good ass invade.
You know he didn't say your haircut's nice.
You did not go there.
Oh, need discharge with the heavy damage. Good job by Futile. Takes the game. Next up, we have really good job by Futile. Next up, we have Goku versus Mimos.
Asking people.
Let's take a quick look at, well, who is this right here? Seeker of Silence. Let's make sure this is who I would need to be in there. Nope, that's Ragnar, not the right person. There's Seeker of Silence, which is Goku the Sin, and this is Mimos. Yep, correct. Perfect. Let's take a quick look at our Lyria. He's running with the Rune of the Scholar and the Seeker Amulet. He's also got Sigil of Energy, and he's also got Sigil of Cleansing. He's running with Sword. Hold on, guys. Let's take a look over here. He's running actually Inventions. Interesting for a Hollow Smith. You don't see that too often. Inventions, Alchemy with Hollow Smith. He's got Hardline Arena. I think he might be okay. Interesting. Okay, here we go with game one. And we got Seeker actually on Deadeye. I was going to show you his build, but he asked me not to show anybody for the first round, so I'm going to respect him that and don't build check on him right away. Maybe in the second match I'll show a build check.
So he can change his stuff? No, I don't want you to check my build in the first round either.
I'm impressed. If this is how it plays out, I think it will.
Alright, he's already gone into the stealth. He's trying to get the heavy cleave. He actually gets the shockwave up onto him. Ooh, really good damage from both ends. They're going toe to toe right here. He's just trying to get him in the prismatic singularity. He does get the prismatic singularity. Seeker's in really big danger. He's got to kite away. He's got the hard light arena up, and he manages to get the down. So it's a first down. Our Leary takes the game 1. And we also, Guns Track wasn't able to make it, so we're replacing him with Joker. So we already have our sub for that. So hopefully everything continues to move smoothly. Now I'm going to take a quick look at Seeker. He didn't want me to show it at first, but I will show it now. Oh, let me ask him if he's okay with me showing it. And just for reference, guys, this pillar right here was really huge before. It came up all the way up to here and created a really annoying no port spot and an LOS, and anybody on the red side had a major advantage. They would run up right here and be able to do a lot of damage without being touched. And here was really hard to come up, but they actually added a bunch here and reduced the size of this and brought it way down. So let's take a quick look at him. He's running Shadow Arts, Critical Strikes with Deadeye. He's got Dagger with Short Bow, running Rune of the Scholar with Valkyrie Amulet. Let's see how he does here. He's trying to get him with the Photon Blitz. He's just AoEing in the area, trying to catch him wherever he can, but good job by Seeker of Silence by backing away. He's still in stealth and he's got plenty of it left. He actually got caught in that little Corona burst right there. He's got to be a little careful. Drops his trap down. Now he actually blocked, so he wasn't out of it engage of stealth. Drops his healing turret, and prismatic singularity actually catches Seeker of Silence. He's got to start putting some pressure down. He has gone. Let's take a look at his cooldowns over here. He's still sitting really comfortably over here, Lyria. Goes back into stealth. Let's take a look at Seeker. He's in big trouble here. He's taking a lot of damage without any counter. He's actually able to get some sort of damage down, but he gets hit with the prime light beam and down he goes. Our next match after this is Ragnar versus Jasmine.
Okay, I get on my feet now.
So it's our Lyria that moves forward, guys. It's actually Mimos, I believe. Yeah, Mimos. Add that there. It's futile over here. And for any of you in the Twitch channel and you want to see the brackets, here they are. I'll post them again for you. Deep plays, I think that's you, Joker. So let's take a quick look at Vingar. He's really strong, and so is Burning Man. Let's take a quick look. Burning Man is, believe, Kiba. No, that's Jasmine. Oh, this is Ragnar. Is that Ragnar? Let me just make a quick. Yeah, Ragnar versus Burning Man. Ragnar's been in a lot of my tournaments. He actually brought Jasmine and Red Electric to this tournament, so I really appreciate that. Big up to you, Ragnar. He's running Run of the Undead with Rabid Amulet, Scepter Torch with Staff. He's got Dueling, Chaos, and Mirage. Let's take a quick look at Burning Man over here. Running Fire, Weaver, no. Arcane, Water, and Weaver. Got the Sword Dagger with Rune of the Druid and Sage Amulet. Interesting. Let me take a quick look at.
Good hybrid.
Yeah, very interesting build. They're both going toe to toe right now. Midi getting a lot of damage. He's starting to get the chill and a couple of condies on him. Vingar slowly trying to get away.
That's the favorite part about Weaver. You're just relentless.
Yeah, exactly. You're just constantly keeping the pressure up on them. Vingar porting away a little bit, trying to get some distance. You can't get too close to a Weaver. That's when they actually put down a lot of their burst. Maybe within a 300-yard range, you don't want to get too close. Vingar does have a lot of range, so he can use that to his advantage. Burning Man was a little confused on the clone, so it gives him the advantage to be able to kite away, get some cooldowns back, put some pressure down. He's actually starting to get into his rhythm now. He's getting into that groove. Burning Man's starting to take some condies. He's trying to keep those torments up. He's doing a really good job of keeping that torment and the condi cover. Burning Man's able to cleanse that really quickly. And hopefully maybe you guys will be able to see the map mechanic in this match. It's going to be coming in after about 45 seconds. There's 0 healing. And you actually get 2 AoE effects that come from this spawn area and this spawn area that eventually collide in the middle and encroach all the way to the back and forcing the enemies to the end over here, until it eventually consumes the entire area. Right now we have 30 seconds left. Burning Man's taking a lot of condi right now. This is a huge burst coming out from Vingram. Good clear from the Burning Man. He's got to be able to sustain, and now it's starting to get close to the end of the timer. You got to make sure that you use your heal and make sure you have a couple cooldowns for that timer, because as I mentioned, there's no healing. Vingram, I believe, does have some barrier that he can use to his advantage. I haven't seen it though. No, maybe not. He does not have any barrier. This is where they want to be. 5 seconds left in the timer. I'm not sure if Burning Man knows about the map mechanic or not, but I have explained it and I have put the rules into the map. So here we go, the map mechanic, and you can start seeing the green ooze from over there and the green ooze over there. That's going to slowly start to encroach onto the entire map. Vingram's putting a lot of pressure onto Burning Man, who doesn't have any more form of healing. Vingram doesn't see the AoE effect. He actually got caught really bad in it. Maybe the AoE effect can still get him if he survives. Nope, Burning Man goes. Vingram goes for the stomp. So that's game 1 that goes to Vingram.
That almost went wrong really quick.
Yeah, very, very dangerous. We saw some epic duels yesterday. I recorded that match and I put it inside my highlights video. It was actually Christie versus Arathorn Stark. It was pretty epic. Really, really fun tourney yesterday. Once again, guys, thanks for joining. I really appreciate it. It is September. All subscriptions are half price. So if you want to put a subscription on me, I really appreciate it. Or click that follow button, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Let's take a quick look at Burning Man over here to see if they made any changes. I don't believe they've made any changes yet. Still Rune of the Druid.
Dude, what the hell? Why are they both in the same spot?
It's okay. It's just a little glitch. Once they ready up, the match will actually correct itself and send them to the proper side. Yeah, they end up sometimes in the Asura arena, they just are stuck in this little box and end up fighting to the death inside the little box.
That's amazing.
Alright, so here we go in game 2. Our next match, just so you guys know, is actually going to be Alex versus Red Electro.
Good luck, Alex.
The Burning Man trying to come in with the heavy condi, dropping the fire field right away. Chaos Storm coming out from Vingram, doing a good job of mitigating damage. The Burning Man's taking a lot of that torment and a lot of that bleeding, and he's got to be very attentive on those condis, because that's what's doing majority of the damage for Vingar. He's got to be super attentive on those condis and save his condi clear for when he does it. But he stacks it up really well and he covers it up really well, as you can see here. There's just too much pressure coming onto Burning Man. He has no chance to even put on any counter pressure, but he's got to put down some sort of counter pressure onto Vingar just to make him a little more scared and not make him come at him so hard free will. Now he's able to get a little bit of sustain. He's starting to close the gap. This is where the Ellie wants to be, close range within Vingar. But I think he's having a hard time trying to figure out which one he is. Vingar's doing a good job of kiting, porting, and teleporting, and stealthing to try to confuse Burning Man as much as he can. Right now, it's halfway through the map mechanic. Burning Man's at half health, coincidentally. He's taking a lot of pressure now. He's got a lot of condi. Good clear coming out of Burning Man. Really good clear. Now he's got to put the counter pressure on or kind of kite away a bit to try to draw Vingram to him, to try to bait him in a little bit to one of his big moves. There he goes, gets a big stun right there. He got some extra burning, but Vingram cleared it pretty clear, but now he's getting really low. Burning Man is trying to keep the pressure. Ooh, accidentally missed it away. I'm not sure what that move is. Like I said, guys, I'm kind of new to streaming, so there's a lot of words I don't know, so I'm just going to go with it. Now Burning Man's got the actual advantage on this. Vingram is starting to run, and this is what he needed to do. Put the pressure so he doesn't get so much condis. That's Burning Man that takes game 2. This is actually our second game 3 that we've had in the series. I think this is just our second match too on top of it. Nope, this is our third match, and this is our second game 3 already in the first round. That's very, very impressive.
That earthquake was really good by his play.
Yeah, really good.
Knocked him on his ass. just a ton of condies.
And for those of you in the Twitch stream, I'll post the challenge.com once again so you can see it. There you go. And you can follow along with me. I update the brackets as we go. So this is going to be Game 3, Vingar versus Burning Man. These are both, Ragnar is the one who brought this person into the tournament. This is Jasmine. Ragnar has done a couple of mine, so big ups to Ragnar. Thank you so much for bringing them here. He also brought Red Electro along with him as well. So here we go into game 3. Let me just let them know what the next match is. I think is that a Red Electro? Sorry guys, just whispering something to someone. Now this is a really good exchange between the two. This is not where Vingar wants to be. Good port by him, trying to create some distance. He does not want to be close to the Ellie. And he actually got really caught before. And now he's starting to get a little low. And when he gets too low, he's not able to put as much pressure. He's not able to be as aggressive. And this is where Burning Man wants Vingar to be. Where he's able to close the gap. He's not getting too pressured. But now actually got caught pretty bad right there. Was able to cleave it. Ooh, that bleeding and that torment is really starting to work. Really close match, actually. They're both really low.
Ooh.
Misforms, tries to get away, but there's not much that's going to come from that. And that's actually Ragnar that moves forward into this tournament. Our next match after this is going to be Alex versus Red Electro, guys. Alex versus Red Electro. Ragnar
He got
moves
too greedy.
a little bit, but it was really still a close match. He wasn't paying attention.
Yeah. He went double in his fire attunement, so he had no condi cleanser evasion from that. But he could have one-shot him, which was nice. It was good. It was a good try.
So our next match is waiting for our contestants to enter.
Alex, God tier plays. Here we go.
He tries to out mind game the mind gamer.
Yeah, this is what happened yesterday where Naru and Hallis were kind of waiting for each other to enter so they can kind of see each other's build. What I ended up doing was just disqualifying one of them. So you guys got about 30 seconds to enter.
Alright, Alex, let's do this. Alex, if you win this, I'm gonna pay you 20 gold.
Not fair that I have to go in before they do, though. This is cool.
I'm not sure where he is. You might. So I know he's in here.
I'm not scared. Scared money don't make money.
I'm not sure where he is. Uninvolved Derbs, is that him? No, that's Shriner, Submersion, Christy, Barlow.
Keep counting from that 30 seconds, man. 30 seconds now. That count. It's got to be like 5 seconds.
If he's not here, that's a different story.
Oh.
But I don't think he's here, so I might give you the bye.
What?
I don't want to wait too long for this guy. I'm asking Vingar. Vingar's the one who actually brought him, so I'm going to see if he knows where he is. And if he's not here...
It's not harder than this. I whispered.
Oh, nice. Thanks, Tab.
Right back.
1 minute, guys. I'll give him a minute.
I'm going to change characters.
Yeah. He may have DC'd. Is that him right there? No, that's Smacker of Gods. Inbred, Christie, Sip, Uninvolved, Rarely, Keeper, Discharge, Sublime, Lawler, Diablo, that's you, Mark, Seeker, Silence. Is that you? No. Okay, so Alex, you're gonna get the bye. I don't know where he is. I'm gonna maybe give him. He's gonna message him actually. Vingar's gonna message him, so I'll let him message him and see what happens. I know Dab already messaged him, so I'm gonna give him another 30 seconds. I don't want to just kick him out and not give him time. Maybe he DC'd or maybe something happened in real life. I'd like to give him a minute just to come back.
AFK, he's not replying.
I'm not giving you the 20 gold, Alex.
All these players. Okay,
You're gonna get the buy, Alex. I'm gonna move on to the next one.
nice.
It's gonna be
I
Smacker
win.
of Gods versus Kiba.
I win. I
He
win.
brings out his warrior.
I have yet to play a game, so I still have the ability to swap. I will game the system all day.
I know Smacker of Gods is here. I saw him. Was that you? Nope.
Please stop spamming.
There he is. So he is here. Yeah, there he is. Let's take a quick look. Actually, Kiba's running Firebrand for this one. Interesting. He's running main hand with Scepter,
my
Focus.
God.
He's got Axe, Shield. He's running Sage Amulet with Rune of the Adventure. He's also got Virtues, Honor, and Firebrand. Over here, let's take a look at Bylog. He's actually running Core Warrior. He's running Discipline, Defense, and Strength. He's also got Axe with Shield and Great Sword. He's running with Strength and Marauder. No annulment on this side. No annulment on this side. I usually do see annulment in a lot of 1v1s. It's a really strong sigil from what I've seen.
My money's on the Firebrand.
We're going to see right now. The Firebrand does probably have the advantage. He does
Why
have a lot.
did he do that though? Fat finger.
Yeah, I think he definitely fat fingered on that one. Whatever, it gives him quick cooldown on his ability.
He does have most of his sigils up. The cooldown is really quick. Fingar's got to be really careful. He's probably going to want to try to kite most of this match and try to use the map mechanic to his advantage. He's not going to be able to put a lot of pressure onto Kiba while he's got all the sustain. He's doing a really good job of going into Rampage, trying to get him to use a couple mantras. He's already in his second tomb, but he still has a lot of mantra left over. He's finally gone through his second tomb. He's got one tomb left. Bylog's doing pretty good right now. He's got a shield up, trying to close the gap on him. Let's take a quick look at Bylog for now. He's run out of cooldowns. He looks like he's in a bad situation right now. He does get the Whirlwind. Kiba gets a big push, pushes him way off onto the steps. We got a minute left. This is going to be really tough for Bylog, as I mentioned. He did actually bring him down to half. He does have his heal that's about to come up. His shield's about to proc. Can he sustain? Yes, he does get his heal off. That was really, really clutch. Now Kiba's trying to go away. Let's take a look at Kiba's buffs. He's got his last mantra up. He's still got his last tomb is up. He's still got a lot of mantras left over. But Bylog's in a really bad spot right now. He's got and that's it for Bylog. Kiba's a really strong Firebrand, so that wasn't a bad attempt to buy Bylog. In my opinion, he probably should try to just go a little more defensive and try to kite for majority of the time and wait till the timer. This way he'll have a little more of an advantage. Kiba won't have as much heals. His health pool isn't that big. Our next match after this is going to be Artemis Flame versus Joker. If you see on the actual bracket it says Gunstrike, but Gunstrike wasn't able to make it. So he's going to be replaced by Joker. Let's see if Bylog made any changes to his build. It doesn't seem like he has over here. It doesn't seem like he has over here. Let me take a quick look at Kiba again. Oh, Alex, you might not get the buy because the guy has come back. Rezard Magic, that was his name, that's why I couldn't find him. So it looks like you're going to go back to your match, Alex.
Hey, at least you're still getting a chance to win 20 gold.
If Alex is here, Alex might be AFK match later, like he got to.
I'm going to have to reset this one. Ready up when ready, guys.
The mantra spam earlier in the first match was pretty impressive.
Well, they have actually started. Kiba's just charging his mantras, trying to sit back. Firelog should take full advantage of this. Try to sit back, not engage, take the extra as much time as he can. He's trying to go in really hard on Kiba. He got the brunt end of that exchange. He didn't do really good. He wasted a lot of cooldowns on Kiba's Shield of Wrath. Great pull and push by Kiba. Good combo, stacking a lot of Condi. He's already used his heal. He's in a bad position. He does have his Rampage. If he does so choose to use it, but way too low. Good job by Kiba. It was a great comboing. Alex versus, what was his name again?
Alright, Alex.
Resort.
It's showtime.
So that Kiba moves forward into the bracket, guys. Taking out Smacker of Gods. I think Kiba might be more than a god then. And for those of you in the Twitch chat, guys, here's the bracket so you can see it somewhere else. And the rules for this tournament, just so you guys know, the class you start with is the class you finish with. Are you there? Okay, Alex is probably taking a look at Resurrect's build.
No, I'm just changing characters.
Okay. And as I mentioned, the class you start with is the class you finish with, and your 3 specs that you have chosen cannot change. You can change all the traits in here. You can change all your utilities. You can change your weapons, your sigils, your rune, and your amulet if you so choose. You cannot change your class or the 3 specs that you came in with. So let's take a quick look at OG. He's running Rune of the Strength with Berserker, going in for the hard damage on Resort if he can, which is probably, oh no, he switched over to Marauder. He's got Focused with Sword, and he's also got Great Sword. He's running Valor, Virtues, and Radiance, which is your classic Core Guard build. We already took a look at Resort, I believe. Yeah, he's running Adventure with Carry On Amulet. He's got Axe Torch with a Sept Staff. This would probably go into the advantage of the Core Guard in my opinion, just because of all the ports, the pressure he's able to keep on, and the Clondi he's able to come off. Map chat is on fire right now. So here we go, Resort moving in. Let's see how, I'm going to keep an eye on Resort for this one. He's actually the new guy that Ragnar brought in, so I really appreciate you joining us today, Resort. He tries to get him in the Chaos Storm, which is a really good move, and he ports back. Really good kiting by Resort. Alex tries to get the Whirling Wrath, or the Binding Blade, excuse me. Ends up porting to him again. Resort doing a really good job of mitigating the damage and keeping him away. Impressive performance so far from Resort. Alex is taking a lot of that Condi damage. He's able to finally manage to get off the Torment, and he's trying to counter pressure on him. Resort is running out of cooldowns right now. He doesn't have any sorts of mitigation. Alex is trying to go back. Does he have his, yeah, he still has his renewed focus, but he's being patient with it. Really good job. There you go, he finally pops it, but I think he fat fingered it. And that's Resort who gets the stomp. It's game 1 to Resort. It's a good sound.
Come on, Alex, think of the gold. Think of the gold. 220 gold on the line, Alex. Come on, you got this. I believe.
Ooh, we got 2 really good games.
30 throws, so.
The next 3 games after this should be really interesting as well. I know most of the participants, and I've seen them all in most of their in these tournaments, so they should be good. And this is only the first round, guys. So I'm really happy. Actually, everything is going quite smooth. We've only had 1 or 2 little hiccups, but everybody's flowing really well. Everybody's organized. Everybody's paying attention, and nobody's trolling really badly, except for map chat. But I let everything fly in map chat. They can just release their aggression in there if they so choose.
Alright, Alex, I'm upping it to 50 gold.
Oh, the stakes have been raised.
What is happening? IQ plays.
Alex trying to do everything he can right now. Is a little bit of a weird spot for me to watch. Trying to get him in the Whirling Wrath, trying to put some extra damage down. Pretty even exchange on that one. He doesn't have much in the way of cooldowns. He's burned through a lot, but that's the way of the Core Guard. It's either all or nothing pretty much. He does have his renewed focus. He does have 2 of his virtues and his heal left available to him. He pops the heal. Good job by Resor trying to keep the Condi up. Alex clearing that really good. He does have his binding blade, binds into him, tries to get the whirling binding blade, does get the binding blade. Oh, really tough. He pops his renewed focus just at the final moment. Really, really clutch. Resard is starting to get low. Alex is got his heal up. He does have his shield of wrath over here if he so chooses to do it. Ports right back into him. He pops his heal. Oh, this one's getting really tight. Resard doing a really good job of mitigating, and Resard gets the win on that one. Our next match is going to be Artemis Flame versus Joker. Really good job by Red Electro. Especially considering this is the first time he's gone up. He's actually going to be going against Ragnar, the guy who invited him to this tournament next in the quarterfinals. But as I mentioned, we have 3 more games left in the first round. It's going to be Artemis Flame versus Joker. Now, Artemis Flame is a very, 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 very strong elementalist.
Weaver versus Weaver.
Yeah, let's take a look. She's Fire Weaver most of the time, yeah. I don't think they know. Let me just game start here. They're probably just going to engage and start the fight without realizing that they actually start the match, but I'm going to start it for them so they know. It's all the way from EU. He's actually running Fire as well, so it's Arcane Fire Weaver versus Fire Weaver, Sword and Focus. Let's take a quick look over here. Yeah, Sword and Focus. Pretty much a mirror build. No, he does have a slight change over here. Just slight changes, but nothing major. Swirling Winds are already put up. Good mitigation. All the way from you, trying to build a little bit of space, getting the fire field down as well. Good mitigation coming from Artemis, both sides actually, both Weavers playing really, really hard. Both of them have participated in a lot of my tournaments, but down goes Joker. And as I mentioned, Artemis is a very, very strong Weaver, and she's out for vengeance today. She actually lost in the tournament yesterday in the semifinals versus one of the other competitors you're going to be seeing in this round as well. Not this one, but the next one coming up. I believe you're going to be seeing the other Ellie that managed to beat Artemis, but it was a very, very intense duel between both of them, and it both went to timer, and they both, in both fights, were both in downstate fighting for their lives. Really, really intense fight. You can see that in my highlights video. It's the tourney that I held yesterday if you want to take a look at it. So here we go into game 2. Let's take another look at Artemis over here. I don't think she's made any changes. I doubt it because she did win. Just waiting for Joker. There's all the way from EU. Yeah, there he is. Still comfortable in what he's wearing. There we go.
Did change.
Oh, she actually went for Sanctuary, I believe.
She also changed her heal.
Trying to get the heavy pressure on it. For the first couple engages on Ellie's, it's pretty much no one doing anything to no one until they go through a little bit of their sustain. As you saw in the previous match, Swirling Winds used a little preemptive. Nice knockdown and good combo, but Artemis is invulnerable. Really good job mitigating most of that damage. Just pretty much going toe to toe right here, but it's all about being able to sustain and saving your cooldowns for the right time. Artemis actually getting caught with a couple burns, but clearing it really, really quickly. Now Joker's in a little bit of trouble. He wasn't able to clear them as fast, and you could see how much damage these burns do. He's trying to resustain. Artemis trying to keep the pressure up. doing a good job of baiting, just moving. Like when you get to top tier players, the W key becomes one of the most prominent. Just W keying away from most of your target, mitigating damage, saving a lot of cooldowns. Very, very, very impressive when you see those top tier players use it well. Still getting some heavy pressure. Artemis doing a very, very good job. Dominant performance so far. All the way from EU, trying to mitigate some damage. He's got to put some counter pressure on to sip my ocean. If he doesn't, when he goes in for the burst, he's just going to have way too much abilities or sustain on her part to mitigate most of his damage. He's got to be able to keep pressure on her. There's 25 seconds left in the map mechanic. This might be able to change the tide of the match just a little bit in the favor of all the way from EU if he's able to get some good burning stacks. Just a lot of poking and prodding from each other. I'm sure they're going to be waiting for the map mechanic, and here it goes in 3 seconds. Artemis doesn't have too much in the way of cooldowns. Joker does, but he's got to watch those stacks of burning, and that's, you see, those 8 stacks of burning within like 4 seconds just consumed all of his mana, all of his health, and down he went. Not just yet, he's actually putting up a good fight. The barrier is helping him quite a bit. Our next match after this is going to be Vonage versus Sarista. Now Sarista was the other Ellie that was really strong, ended up fighting Artemis, and they actually went toe to toe. Sarista actually ended up winning that just by the skin of her teeth, but it was a really good match. That's unfortunate, but they're not going to be able to fight right away. It's going to be not in the quarterfinals, but if they both pass into the semifinals, they're definitely going to be keep meeting again, and Artemis will have her chance at revenge if she does get by Kiba. And Kiba's a tall order. So we're going to see how she does, but this is the second to last match in our quarterfinal, in our beginning rounds. We have Vonage versus Sarista. There's Sarista, there's Vonage. Let's take a quick look. He's actually running on Thief today. He's got Rune of Rage with Marauder. He's got daggers and sword with a short bow. He's running acrobatics, deadly arts, and trickery. Let's take a quick look at Christie. I think she runs very similar, if not the exact same. He doesn't have 2 utilities. Oh, he's going through them right now. Fire, Arcane, and Weaver. Yep, Sword, Focus. I'm running Rune of the Sanctuary, actually. I guess for a little more sustain, especially with the Thief, so he's got to be super careful. Hey, thank you so much for that follow, man. Ship Jace, I really appreciate that, guys. If you like this type of content, just click that follow or subscribe. It is September, so your subscriptions are half price. I put this stuff out every single day. I've only been twitching for about a little over 3 weeks, but I'm really new to this, so bear with me. But every day I practice and every day I get better. So thank you so much for joining me, guys. I really appreciate it. I hope you enjoy it. Mad City taking the brunt end of the damage. Actually, the pretty good exchange from here. Hey, thank you so much for that follow. J Mitch 440. Thank you, man. I really appreciate that, guys. When you click follow or subscribe, it really pats me on the back and tells me I'm on the right path. Thank you so much, man. Really good mitigation coming out from both of them right here. Mad City getting the brunt of the damage over here. She's actually able to get those burns, and those burns are crucial to keep an eye on. The Mesmers, I mean, Ellies don't have too much in the way of Condi cover, so you just gotta wait like maybe 1 second for most of their Condi cover to come out, and then pop that burning off. If you're not quick on the burning, this is the type of thing that's gonna happen. Where Mad City took a lot of damage from that. He's actually able to put some good counter pressure onto Christie. He's doing a really good job right now. The swirling winds are up for mitigate a little bit of his damage. She's got to be really quick. Watch out for that Connie coming out from Mad City. Doing a really good job in the exchange. Christie's trying to pressure him. Christie has much more sustain than Mad City, but he's doing a really good job just kiting, being very wily, staying away. And as I mentioned with Ellie's, if you can stay away from them like around the 500-yard range, you're pretty much going to do a really good job. Mad City, like, he's got caught again with those burning, and they do a big amount of damage. And they put the extra pressure, and he's just looking to get those down on Christie. I think it was a good idea for the Rune of the Sanctuary, but it is a little slow on her damage. It's finally starting to get the pressure. Christie's fully resustained. There's only 10 seconds left. Ooh, Mad City got caught again with those burnings, and down he goes. Good job by both participants. There's only 5 seconds left. Yeah. Thief did a really good job. Maybe if he went a little more with a little more power and a little more offensive, he could have put the heavy pressure onto her, made her cry a little bit, and then have his way with her. But we're going to see how the things change in the next match.
Have
Okay.
his way.
Sorry, Deb?
He said, have his way, hey.
And with top tier players, it's not necessarily just your build you can change. You can actually change your playstyle or your strategy, you know what I mean? It makes a huge difference. You can keep the same build, but your playstyle, the way you engage, if you change that, it could change the entire pace of the match. He was doing a really good job of poking in and out, keeping his distance, making sure he didn't get too close. He did get caught 1 or 2 times by Christy with those burnings, but like I mentioned, Christy is a very, very strong Ellie. They went toe-to-toe with Artemis, the Ellie you just saw previously in the other match, and he actually ended up beating them. Yeah, Artemis, you're definitely against Kiba next. But that's in the semifinals. We're still in our first rounds, or in our quarterfinals actually. This is our first round. We're going to the quarterfinals, then the semifinals. Sorry guys. Putting up the swirling winds right away to try to mitigate Mad City, seeing that right away and kind of sitting back. Christy's going through some cooldowns, and Mad City's sitting really pretty right now. Good job by Christy putting up just a little bit of Condi, and that's all she's really got to do. Land a couple Condis, keep the pressure up. And that's what she did in the last match. There you go, those 3 Condis, 4 Condis, doing some big damage. She is getting some extra burst as well with the melee. Mad City going into the Dagger Storm to try to mitigate damage and keep the pressure. Christy doing a good job of getting away. Good exchange from both participants right now. Mad just backpedaling a bit, trying to create some distance, get away. As I mentioned, that's what you want to do with the Ellie, just kind of pew-pew from far if you can. He has to maybe come in a little bit for some damage, and every time he comes in, Christy makes him pay for it. That's a really good job by Christy, knowing that she's not fast enough to catch him, so she kind of waits for him to make his entrance, and then they go off and they trade blows. But usually Christy is the one getting the better of the exchanges over here. Mad City just trying to kite away, trying to get some cooldowns, and once again, he comes in for the exchange and gets the brunt end of the stick. Now he's starting to get a little pressure. He's keeping that poison up on Christy, which is a really good job, mitigating a lot of the heal. Very clever tactic. That's what he's got to do a little more of. Keep the Condi up, come in for a little bit of damage, but he's also got to be careful when he engages. He goes into another Dagger Storm. Christy easily shrugging that off and moving forward, trying to keep the pressure on to Mad City. We've only got 25 seconds left in this match. This could be a big game changer for Mad City. If I was him, I wouldn't get too aggressive. I'd just kind of back away. Use that heal before that timer is up. Try to get some pressure onto your opponent just before the timer to make sure that they can't heal. Right around the 5-8 mark is when you want to come in for some heavy burst. Good knockdown by Christy, but that was a really good play by Mad City. You could see he was waiting. As soon as she came close, he broke the stun and backed away, making her waste a bit of her burst and a little of her burning. Good job on the clear by Mad City there. Really important. He's trying to get some counter pressure, but the burning is going to do its damage. He was able to clear it. The bleeding is still on. More burning, and down goes Mad City. That's Christy that moves forward. Our next match is going to be Cloud versus Dab. These guys are both AL members. Cloud, have you been participated in one of my tourneys, haven't you? Oh, this is going to be his first one, so I'm definitely interested to see how you do.
I'm gonna get my ass handed to.
Well, we'll see. Dab's actually been doing really well. In his last tournament, he faced Kiba, and he did a really impressive job against him. I think he's going to be playing his warrior again today. I believe he's on Fangbone. There's Diablo. And there's Dab. Dab's on Fangbone. Yeah, he's core warrior. He's running with strength and demolisher. He's got battle and cleansing. He's got intelligence and some energy over here on his greatsword. He's running shield and an axe. He's running defense, discipline, and strength. Let's take a quick look at Diablo over here. Looks like he's running Fire Weaver. Yeah, Fire Arcane and Weaver. He's got sword and focus. Running with smoldering energy, sage, and a berserker. Interesting berserker. But I completely understand why he's doing it, and whenever you're ready, boys, just ready up when you're ready. So we have 200 gold for this tournament here, guys. We're going to be giving 60% to the winner, 25% to second place, and 15% to third place. There is going to be a third place match, and the last place finals match is going to be a best of 5 series. So here we go, Fangbone trying to come in quick. Diablo getting ready. Fangbone's going to have his work cut out for him, especially with the Ellie, who's got a lot of sustain, and the burning can put a lot of pressure onto a Guardian. He does have Shake It Off for his little Condy mitigation. Good CC by Diablo. Dad trying to get the 100 blades. Good job. Comes in with the whirlwind right after. Tries to get the rush and the blade trail. He's got that Condy on him. He clears it quick. He pops the shield. It's perfect time to probably use Rampage. He didn't have much of a choice before he got too low, because if he comes out of Rampage at too low of a health, he's not going to be able to do anything or counter. But the only problem about being in Rampage is the amount of Condy that Diablo can put on him. He's very susceptible to it. So what you'll see a lot of the time is a warrior use his heal to get the resistance and then go into Rampage. But that was a really good job by Cloud. It was unfortunate for Fangbone. He didn't have much of a chance, especially against an Ellie. But here we go into game 2. Let's see if he can make any changes and try to adjust. Sorry guys, I keep yawning. After this, we're going to be moving into our quarterfinals officially, which is going to be really good matches. I'm really excited to see them all, actually. There's actually 3 Fire Weavers or 4 Fire Weavers. I've been seeing a lot of Fire Weavers in my tourneys recently. That is for sure. But it's also good to see because Weaver has never been getting any love. They've always been bottom rung in PvP, and it's nice to finally see them in their moment in the sun. I'm really happy to see it. So here we go into game 2. Going in with the whirlwind really quick, so not only is he able to put damage, but he's also to create some distance as well to get away from those burning. Goes for the heat, actually fakes the bull rush with the rush. The bull's charge with the rush. I'm actually going to move down a channel just for this one, guys, so you don't hear me. Good job by Fangbone, just trying to create some distance again with the whirlwind, just trying to put the counter, and I think he's trying to use that tactic of just trying to survive until the map mechanic and then use that to his advantage. He tries to go for the bull's charge, doesn't get it, tries to get the shield stun, doesn't get it. Good mitigation by Diablo. He just constantly keeping the pressure. I don't know why I'm yawning so much. Now he's finally going into Rampage. Did he use the resistance? No, he didn't use the resistance. He mixes the rock throw. He misses the charge. Good job by Diablo mitigating his entire Rampage on this one. Fangbone is in a little bit of trouble here. He does have his heal. He's got that 3 stacks of burning that he's got to be really careful for. He tries to bull's charge again, doesn't engage it. He's got a lot of Condy. Good job by Diablo keeping the pressure on him. He does have an eviscerate if he so chooses to use it. But it's going to be really hard to land it on Diablo. He hasn't been really pressured. He has a lot of cooldowns ready at his disposal. He's also got the fire field up. Oof. Good damage by Fangbone. Actually trying to get some good pressure on him. This is what he needs to keep the pressure, make him a little more tentative about entering into the exchange. But he's got some good burn, good heal. Good burst by Fangbone. Oh my goodness, he almost finishes it. Really, really close. Oh, that was very, 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 very unfortunate for Dab. Super close engagement. He almost gets the down. He was literally at like 2%. Really unfortunate. But now Dab is able to keep the pressure and he's able to get the down. That was really impressive by Dab. He's seeing his little window of opportunity, took full advantage of it. And even though he got low, Warriors have good sustain. Even though he's not running with Signet, he's able to keep the pressure up on him even though he was low and get the down. Really good job by Fangbone getting that victory. As I mentioned, Fangbone's been working on this warrior for a while now, and each tournament that I see him in, he gets better and better and better. After this is going to be Futile versus Mimos. Fangbone coming in a little aggressive. You gotta watch those stacks of burning. That can do a lot of damage to him. He was able to get that, shake it off just in the nick of time, but he had a lot of pressure put onto him before he was able to pop it. It was 8 stacks of burning that did all that damage in a matter of seconds. He goes for the rampage. He's got to be very attentive of those burning. Gets a good stun on him. Oh, this is dangerous. He was trying to get his heal off, but it was unsuccessful. Really good job by both opponents. Really, really impressive. That was our third game 3 of the first round, guys. Really, really impressive fight. Yeah, that was really intense. Now it's the first match of our quarterfinals, which is going to be Futile versus Mimos. Give me a minute, guys. I'm just going to run to the... I have to shamelessly promote. It's part of what I do.
Yeah, but dude, that second match, you played me good with kiting.
Yeah, I did really good on the kite. Give me 1 minute, guys. I'm just shamelessly promoting. I'm that asshole that you see in map chat all the time, Mike or Rawashi, that's always promoting my Twitch channel or the 1v1 tourneys.
Hey, that's not shameless if you think it's good.
Oh, I think it's good.
There you go, it's not shameless.
Thick-skinned, shameless promoter, baby. Alright, so we got Discharge versus our Lyria. This is actually the double haul, the 2 hollows. So this is what I like to see because I don't want to see 2 hollows coming into the semifinals. So it actually worked out really well. They're both paired against each other, so only one may move on. Let's take a quick look at Discharge. I know one of them was running Inventions or something. So he's got leadership with Demolisher. I don't think he really needs leadership for this. I guess he wants the boon duration because he doesn't really need the Condi Clear, I don't believe. And he's running tools, Alchemy, and Hollowsmith. Let's take a quick look at our Arlia. Yeah, he's the one who runs Inventions, Alchemy, and Hollowsmith, just a slightly different. He's also running with Elixir U and the Hardlight Arena. And he's also got over here the Rune of the Scholar. Good engage by our Arlia. They're both trying to CC each other, and actually our Arlia is the one who gets it. He drops his Hardlight Arena already, tries to get the Shockwave. Good mitigation by Discharge. Nice dodge rollback on the Prime Light Beam. Discharge is trying to create some distance. Oh, good shield. Push back over there by Arlia, just keeping the counter pressure, but oh, it misses the heart. Oh, really good. Tries for the Prime Light Beam. Discharge seeing it. Pops the Elixir S. Tries to go for the Hollow Leap. Really good fight coming from both ends. Really back and forth. Oh, Arlia doesn't look like he's in a good position. He overheated. Oh my goodness. Discharge has got all the momentum right now. He's keeping the pressure up. He noticed that he overheated and went all over him. Really, really, really good match so far. Arlia versus Discharge. We're going into game 2. This is the first match of our quarterfinals, guys. And for anybody in the anybody inside the stream chat, I'll post this for you. It's a challenge.com bracket. So here we go in game 2, guys. And once again, I'll take this moment to thank you for watching, guys. I do these tournaments every single day. I've only been twitching for a little bit over 3 weeks now. I've done a lot of tournaments in the past, but this is the first time I bring it to the masses, and I do them every single day. So if you like this content, click that follow or that subscribe button. I'd really appreciate it. And thank you for watching. It is September this month, actually, so subscriptions are only half price. Where is Discharge? I'm just waiting for him.
Had a slight mishap.
Oh, you can't join at the moment?
Yeah, we had a Mesmer join on red by accident.
Okay, let me try game ending here. Or game ending, yeah, let's see if that works. I usually get quite a few people who come into the spectate because they have done the tournaments before, so they have the passwords. So we got Jordstar in here, Rix, Z over here, Lawler over here. So a lot of people come in to join, as I mentioned. And when I used to do them, the tournament wasn't big enough, or the arena wasn't big enough for everybody, so that's why I brought it to Twitch. So I hope you guys appreciate it. I do these every single day, and I'm learning as I go. I'm not the greatest. I have to a lot of work on alleys that I have to do, a lot of work on revs I have to do, and a lot of work on thieves. I'm pretty good with warriors, pretty good with hollows, pretty good with guardians. But when it comes to shoutcasting the others, it gets a little difficult for me. I don't know all their moves. I gotta play them a little more to understand them a little better. But I appreciate you guys coming out to watch. Thank you so much, and I hope you enjoy this type of tournament. So here we go into game 2. That was a really exciting match, actually. Discharge versus RR Leroy. Let's see if he made any changes. Oh yeah, he actually did. He went with infiltration on this one instead. He's still inventions because he has no choice. RR Leroy trying to get the heavy pressure. They're both going to the double shockwave. He's got the photon wall up. He gets the prime light beam. Discharge took a heavy pressure on that. He tried to get the prime light beam back at him. He doesn't get his healing turret up. That was a really good exchange. My goodness. Super, super, super quick. Wow. That was over in a flurry. So now we have Ragnar. Who was that who won? Alright, that was Discharge, I believe, which is futile. Okay, so futile moves forward. Now we have Ragnar versus Red Electro. Perfect, they're both in the Twitch stream, so thank you so much, guys. I really appreciate that. Red Electro did actually really good in his first match on his Mesmer. He did really good job of kiting and avoiding the Guardian, which he does. Most Mesmers do have a little bit of an issue with them, just because of the amount of damage they can do, the amount of cleave, getting rid of all the Condis, getting rid of all their Mesmer clones, definitely putting a lot of pressure. So he's got Mirage dueling with illusions. He's running with a staff, axe, and torch. He's got energy and doom on the axe torch, and he's got doom and energy on the staff, so double sigils. Rune of the Adventure with carry on amulet.
Build difference is amazing.
Let me take a quick look at Vingar over here. They're actually put double Mesmer over here. This is what I really like to see. So the both Mesmers are getting eliminated. So now we're only going to have one Mesmer moving forward and one Hollow moving forward. So it's really nice to see. Vingar actually getting the better of the exchanges on this. Rezzer trying to mitigate some damage. He has no Condis. He's doing a really good job kiting away, trying to get some cooldowns back. Oof. Trying to get that big Condi burst down, but he wasn't able to do it. Good job by Vingar noticing it and avoiding it. Now they're pretty much at a deadlock right now, just kind of pew-pewing from far. Trying to get poured in and trying to get him with that big torment stacks. There you go, he finally ate it good to able to get it. He's standing in the Chaos Storm though. Really tight so far, and as I mentioned, these guys are friends, I believe, because Ragnar was the one who brought Red Electro and Jasmine in. Really good exchange coming from both of them, but Rezard's got a lot of stacks of Condi on him. He's able to clear them and mitigate them. Oh my god, double down from both of them. Really impressive fight so far. Ooh, Vingar doesn't look too good right now. And that's Rezard who takes it. Really good fight, guys. Really, really, really good fight. This is the quarterfinals, so the cream's starting to rise, guys. We're starting to get some really good fight. I'm excited for the semifinals. We are going to have a third place match, and it's 200 gold that we're giving out today. It's going to be 60% to the winner, 25% to second place, and 15% to third place. So we are having a third place match. So we go Rezard versus Vingar again. Let me take a quick look to see if Vingar made any changes. I'm not sure if I even checked his build at the beginning, but I believe he was running this at the before. A little more different than your average. There's me yawning again, sorry guys. Oh, nature's salad. So here we go, Vinger trying to keep the pressure up. Really good exchange between both of them. There's just a lot going on with measures. I'm not the greatest with calling it, like I mentioned, guys. I'm really new to shoutcasting, so bear with me. But I practice every single day, so I'll get better and better as we go, especially with the assistance of you guys. Vingar actually taking the brunt end of the damage. Bezzer trying to keep the pressure onto him. Good stealth by Vingar, trying to get the heal as well. Good job re-engaging. Get the block up to get the counter pressure up with the torment, but he doesn't engage. He's able to clear it really quick. Gets the Chaos Storm up to just try to mitigate some damage and keep him away from him, but he can't. There's just too much Torment, and that's Rezzard that takes the first one. Good job by Rezzard. Really impressive performance so far. He's gone through the first round. He's going through the second round. This is his first time in one of my tournaments. Happy to see you here. Thank you, Ragnar, for bringing him. Good job, Red Electro. Our next match is going to be a doozy, guys. This is going to be a good one. Yeah, of course you can stay. Anybody that's participating is more than welcome to stay as the spectator, and anybody that wants to spectate in the match is more than welcome to, but there's only 25 spots, so anybody's able to take it. I do not mind at all, as long as you don't cause any commotion or cause any problems for me. This is going to be a really good match. We got Kiba versus Artemis Flame, both really top tier players. You're going to see some really good matches coming here. And it's going to be interesting because Kiba's got a lot of sustain and a lot of heal. Same with Artemis. She's got a lot of heal and a lot of sustain. But I don't think Kiba's got as much of it as Artemis does. Her cooldowns are much faster than Kiba's. But it's all going to come down to the combos and how they can get them down. Kiba does have that push-pull down really well, but he's got to be able to keep that damage down onto Artemis. Let's see if Artemis made any changes to her build. Oh, she's definitely going with Rune of the Aura on this one. Maximum health and minus the condition damage. She's a little bit worried about the burning and the Condi coming from Kiba, so she's going with the Aura. Let's take a quick look at Kiba over here. I think he's still running the same. He's running Rune of the Adventure for the extra Condi damage. Is he running Rune of the Adventure? Yeah, he is. 25 endurance after using a heal skill, and he does have 3 procs on that heal skill, and there's only a 10-second cooldown on that, so he can get a lot of endurance pumping out from that heal.
What are you saying in chat, Alex?
So here goes Kiba trying to keep the pressure up. He's got the Shield of Wrath up, mitigating a lot of the burning from Artemis. Artemis trying to keep the pressure, trying to mitigate a lot of damage, and trying to get him to use his cooldown so she can come up and soften him up a bit. She did a really good job there getting the stacks of burning. Now Kiba's on the defensive. He's gone through a lot of cooldowns. He's only got 1 heal left. Really good job by Artemis right now. Kiba's gone through. He's in his 2nd tomb already. He's going to be forced to go into his 3rd. Artemis is just keeping that pressure up on top of him. He's not able to get any counter pressure. He's just too focused with healing. He's able to try to get the pull. He missed the pull on Artemis. So Artemis has got the swirling winds to mitigate that scepter damage. Now he's just trying to get scepter auto cleaves down. He doesn't look good. He does have 2 of his tombs that came back on proc. He does have his mantras that are sitting pretty well. He's being patient on his heal, not letting it go off. I think Kiba's, I don't even know how Kiba's going to do this. He's being hard pressured most of the time, and when it comes down to the timer, I don't think he has the advantage. Artemis has a lot of barrier, and Kiba really relies on a lot of heal in order to mitigate and sustain. We got 40 seconds left in this match. Artemis doing a really good job, Kiba doing a really good job, and he's being really patient with his mantras, controlling them really well. That's a really good job. He's not getting too squirrely or not getting too excited, and just popping them all at once.
There's 1 or 2 ways this can go.
Oh, I think it's going to Artemis for sure. There's no way he's going to be able to. He's way too low. The match mechanic has already been engaged. He's doing everything he can. He's got no more heal at his disposal. He's not able to put much Condi pressure onto her. She's got a lot of barrier at her disposal. The Shield of Wrath is about to expose, but he's doing a really good job considering that she started at full health and now at half health. But you can see all that barrier that he still has to go through. It's really, 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 really difficult.
It's as if Kiba doesn't want me to send nudes.
But you also don't want to bet 1 million gold on it.
So that's game one that
Nobody
goes.
took my bet.
That's game one that goes to Artemis. Our next match after this is going to be Sarista versus Cloud, which is going to be Ellie versus Ellie once more.
And this is a good elementalist.
Yeah, Sarista is a very, very good elementalist. Hasn't been in too many of my competitions, maybe 2 of them so far. He's really new, but definitely dominant. And every time he asks, I come into the arena 10 minutes early. Sarista's sitting in spectate, ready and waiting to go. Really cool. Thank you so much, Sarista. A pleasure to have in these tourneys. So let's take a quick look at Keep over here. He's made any changes. Doesn't look like it. Maybe he's in the process of making some. Oh, looks like right here. He actually went to Archivist of Whispers. Your virtues gain additional pages, which is probably a smart move so he can sustain a little longer and stay in them a little longer if he so chooses. Like I said, these are both top tier players. They know their classes very well. They can make a lot of adjustments, even though they're bottlenecked by keeping these 3 trait lines and their class.
Nicholas, you trying to play? Oh, he left.
Hey, I haven't seen Nicholas in a while. So here we go, Sip My Ocean, trying to engage hard. Kiba's sitting back, waiting to try to getting his mantras up. And now Kiba's got to make sure that this doesn't go to the timer. Or if it does go to the timer, he's got to make sure that he's able to sustain for that time. Oof, big burst coming out from Artemis, the 6 stacks of burning, and that's what's so dangerous. If you're not able to clear that, or if you're not being very attentive and being a little complacent, that will definitely put the pressure. And now Kiba's kind of having burned through a lot of his cooldowns just to try to get back up. He's gone through his second Tomb of Tomb of Resolve already. That's his main source of healing. He does have a lot of resistance and mitigation over here in his Tomb of Courage, but Artemis is just laying on the pressure so thick. He's got a lot of boon uptime. The burning he's got to be careful for. The resistance just wore off. Good job by Kiba. Just cycling through his cooldowns really smartly. Getting the good pull on Artemis. Trying to get some offensive down. But Artemis is just so tanky right now. Doing a really good job. Trying to get the pull on Artemis, but it didn't work. Oof. That burning again catches Kiba. Oh lord, that's so dangerous, and she's able to apply it in a quick interval that you don't even notice it, and she's always in your face. So there it is again, the 6 stacks of burning. Ooh lord, he's gone through all of his healing mantras. Oof, he's about to go through all his overwhelming celerity or whatever it is. This is mantra of potence. Oof, this doesn't look good for Kiba. He's gone through all his tombs, all his mantras. He's literally gone through everything that he has. Now it's time for, that's it. Artemis just takes him down. It's just way too much pressure. He did the best he could, but like I said, Artemis is a very dominant player, and I don't think that was the greatest advantage against a Firebrand. So next up, we have Sarista versus Cloud. I'm just going to run to the map chat really quick again, guys, to shamelessly promote. That's what I do. Thank you so much as well for joining me. I really appreciate, guys. If you like this type of content, click that follow or click that subscribe button. I do these every single day. God damn it. Is Sarista in there with you yet?
No, man.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, now.
Okay, perfect. Sorry guys, I'm coming back in. This is going to be a really good match. I think this is Cloud's first time in performing in my 1v1s. He did a really good job in his match. Now he's going against a really, really strong contender, and this is going to be pretty much a mirror match, I believe. He's actually running Rune of the Berserker. Yeah, he was running this last time. We got Christy over here running with Rune of the Sanctuary for the extra barrier. It's pretty much a mirror matchup, except for the runes. Yeah, pretty much exactly the same thing. Christy going heavy right in using the swirling winds right away. Ooh, good stack of burning by Cloud. Sarisa noticing it really quickly and taking it off. Good exchange by both individuals at this moment. Looks like it's going to be going to the map mechanic if they're not attentive on their condis. Ooh, Cerise's got a lot of condi on him. He wasn't able to clear it right away. He took a lot of damage in the process. And that's what kind of Cerisa wants to do. Try to keep up the damage. Even though he's sustaining himself, he's using a lot of cooldowns in order to do so. So the next time she engages, it's going to be a little less and a little less and a little less. Cloud trying to get some counter pressure, but he's getting those burning stacks. He's got to be really careful on his engage against Sarista. They're both trying to feel each other out for the moment. Sorry guys, one of my big donators is talking to me. Holy moly. Now it's back and forth, toe to toe right now. They're both mitigating really well. I'm pretty sure this is going to go to the map mechanic. So now they got to start thinking of a different gameplay. They can't just keep doing what they're doing. He's got to start thinking of the end game. Now he knows there's only 25 seconds left. You can't use all your cooldowns. You got to be very careful on what you use, and you got to make sure that you're topped up. Sarisa doing a really good job of trying to keep his health down at this moment. Ooh, Christy, nice knockdown by Cloud. This buys him a little bit of time to mitigate some damage and get his health back. Tries to drop the swirling winds. Good job by Christy. Oh, big burst at the end by Siri. Sorry guys, my hands look really dirty, but I work in construction. This is all PL adhesive. It just really doesn't come off. It's only going to come off when my skin, that layer of skin comes off. So Alex is going to make fun of me and say I live behind a corner store buying cigarettes, loose cigarettes from the depreneur man living in a box. But this is just PL glue that I cannot get off. Really good job by both contenders. It went all the way to the map mechanic, but not much into it. Let me take a quick look at Christy over here. He actually made a slight change to his build. He's not going with his other rune he had before. He's going with the extra barrier this time, which I think will make a big difference for him. There is a lot of heal that comes out of Ellie, and there's a lot of barrier that you can get. And remember, when you get barrier, there's no crit chance. So even if it's a little bit of barrier, you're still negating those crits. Mind you, he doesn't do a lot of crit damage. It's more the burning that he stacks, and he's just really careful when he puts it, and he knows how to set up the burst. Really good job right now. They're both going toe to toe. Oof, he got the stacks of burning, and that's what he's got to be very careful, but he has no cleanse to get it off, and Christy, seeing that he's not able to clear it, just dumping the condis. Really good succession of burning, but he actually took a lot of damage in the process. Good counter burst by Diablo. Really impressive from both of them. Trying to get that big burst down. He gets this. Oof. Sorry guys, like I mentioned, I'm not too familiar with Ellie, so there's a lot going on. I'm just like, whoa, a lot of animation, a lot of burst. I just know there's a lot of fire, the mitigation. He's got the magnetic shield in the earth. He does have that in-bone, the spinny in-bone. If you guys know any of the names of this stuff, write it in the Twitch chat and I'll look it over. I know that...
a bunch of magic.
I know there's swirling winds. Good job by Christy getting the down, but good job by Diablo keeping the pressure onto Christy. And you can see that rune of the... what was it called? The Rune of, oh, he actually went Balthazar, actually. I thought he was going to go Sanctuary, but he actually ended up switching to Balthazar. Maybe he was, and I was just looking at Christie. The Balthazar Condi attacks are really starting to make their work. Keeping heavy pressure on Christie. Really good job. Really good performance by Cloud right now. And as I mentioned, Christie's a very strong ally. So Cloud's doing a very impressive job so far, especially considering this is the first tourney that he's entered. There's only 10 seconds left into the cooldown, so they got to be really, really careful now. Try to save your cooldowns, not take too much damage before the map mechanic comes up, because there's no healing and you don't want to start at a deficit. Big damage coming out from Christie. Now he's got the 5 stacks, 6 stacks. He was able to clear it quick. She restacks those burnings right on. They're going toe to toe for an hour. Ooh, I think it's that barrier that's making the difference in this fight so far. Oh Lord, he's got the stacking. Oh my God, this is really, really tight. Christie getting the better of the exchange right now. It's just one big burst of fire combo can make the difference right now. Diablo's getting really, really low. Christie's stuck in the corner right now. And that's Christie that takes game 2. Really good job by Diablo. Really, really impressive performance. And that's Christie that takes it. So now we're going to be going into our semifinals, which is going to be a really interesting fight. This is going to be Futile versus Red Electro. Just going to run to the map chat really quick, guys.
I tried going bigger goal.
And we worked it for a bit. You kept the pressure on him most of the match, man. It was really good.
That's why I switched the ball to. I was just gonna go pure aggressive.
Sorry about that, guys. I'm re-entering right now. So here's Resred. Oh, they're already starting their match. Just about to engage. Discharge goes into the stealth. Now Restar's got to be really careful. He's susceptible to a lot of that CC knockdown. Discharge is just dumping it all over him. Resard is actually able to mitigate some of that damage and get away. He's got to be really careful. He's in bad positioning. Discharge had the higher ground, but he's able actually to put down the Condi, and Discharge has got to be careful. I think his only source of Condi removal is maybe his healing turret and his Rune of Leadership over here. I don't think he's running with Elixir C or anything of that nature, so he's definitely got to be really careful. But Gizzard is good mitigation on the shockwave, but there's just too much CC coming out of Discharge. He actually did get Discharge really low. Really good exchange between the two.
Impressive if I saw Revenant in this matchup.
A Revenant?
Yeah.
Revenants are pretty good.
It'd be impressive against these builds.
So here we go. Rezzard's got to be really careful now. He doesn't want to get that close to him, and that's exactly why he doesn't want to stay close. But Discharge just gets the big CC and annihilates him with that big heavy pressure. Prime Light Beam actually misses. He was able to mitigate that. Good job by Rezzard staying alive. If he didn't take that big damage, it would be a much different fight right now. He actually got him really low. Oh my God. The 6 stacks of Torment, they're both downstate. Now Rezzard can port away and let the Mesmerist. Oh no, he needs that big damage from his. Oh, he actually disappeared for a moment, and I think that's what's going to make the big difference. He gets big pushback from Discharge. He's actually healing and he can't get him, but he's got the clone there to finish him off. That was really epic. That was really epic.
No.
Oh, there you go, guys. This is one of my big donators right here. Nature Salad. Look at that. Shifting Sense. He doesn't like me to tell people who donates, but I really like him a lot. He really donates a lot, and I want him to know that I'm using these all for the tournament. He gave me a Shifting Sands pistol. Hold on. Let me take a look over here. He gave me a shifting sands pistol, 2 shifting sands swords, shifting sand mace, shifting sands axe, shifting sands longbow. He gave me the endless ocean dagger, the endless ocean sword, the endless ocean short bow skin, the Mordrum longbow, and the Mordrum rifle. Big ups to you, Nature Salad. He's one of my top donators. And a lot of these tourneys are really sponsored by him most of the time. I really thank you so much. There's a lot of people that give donations, but they're smaller ones, and they add up, and they definitely help. But Nature Salad really helps a lot. He makes the pots a little bigger, and he's able to attract those bigger people. So big ups to you, Nature Salad. You are the fucking best, man. Thank you so much, bro. Here we go again. That was a really good exchange. And now you see Resort over here. He didn't take too much damage at the beginning. He got really lucky on that overcharge where he fell over the LOS area. Now he's got to be really careful. He mitigates that shockwave. Good job. The Prime Light Beam's not there anymore. He goes for the healing turret. This is a really good fight by Resu. Oh my goodness, this is a really good fight. Now discharging the heavy pressure. He actually had to pop the Elixir S. Good discharge over here, Resort. It's a really good exchange between the two, but it's the Condi pressure that's what's going to get Resort over here. He's able to get the healing turret out. Resort tried to go in for the kill. Prime Light Beam actually missed. Good disengage. The discharge goes down. Resort takes the win. Goodness gracious. That was really impressive by Resort. Like I said, the first time he's entered my tournament. He's powered through a lot of hard competitors, and he made his way all the way to the end. That was a 2-1 series. And now we're going to have a rematch of yesterday. We're going to have a rematch from yesterday, and this is what Artemis really wanted. Artemis versus Sarista. She actually lost to Sarista yesterday, and she was she wasn't very content with that. So now she's able to get her rematch. I think she really wanted it. Here we go. Sip My Ocean, Artemis Flame versus Christy. This is the rematch she was hoping for, and she did all the right things, and she got to the place where she wants to be.
Weaver versus Weaver again. Let's see how this goes.
Here we go. Let's take a look. I think they run mirror matches. They run exactly. I think Artemis runs one thing different in fire. No, right now I think they're mirror matching.
One of them has lesser HP.
Oh, Nature Salad! Look at that, bro. This is what he donated. All these skins, and 150 fucking Mystic Coins. You are a beast. You are a beast, Nature Salad. A fucking beast, bro. I could not do these without you. Thank you so much, man. My greatest of gratitude. Thank you. You are my master. Thank you, bro. Anything you need or anything you want me to do, any specific tourney you need, bro, you just holler at your boy and I will do it and I will organize it. I will host it. I will shoutcast it and I will stream it for you, bro. Just let me know. Really, thank you. Now, this is going to be a fight. I'm kind of giving thanks to Nature Salad. I know these two are just going to keep beating each other in the face. Wow, good job by Artemis getting the heavy pressure, but it's never going to be too long. Christy is able to catch it and come right back up. This is definitely going to the map mechanic. They're both going to be topped up with the map mechanic. I guarantee you they're both going to go to downstate, but Artemis seems really mad and she's coming out really strong. Here you go, 40 seconds left, and I said they're both mitigating the damage. They're both sustaining really well. Artemis is getting the better of the exchange. She's the aggressor during this one so far. Now Christy's trying to turn it around, but Artemis is not playing around anymore. Oh, she's DCing.
Yeah.
No. I'm going to redo that.
To do a redo.
Yeah, I'm going to redo that. I'm going to redo that for sure. Yeah, we're gonna let Artemis.
Where'd your little lady go?
Oh, Nature Salad again, sending me some more Endless Ocean Greatsword skins. Nature Salad, thank you. This is the type of things that, like, and sometimes I get really pissed because I post inside map chat and I'll say donations accepted if you want, like anything helps, you know what I mean? And people get mad and like, oh, you're a scammer, you're just trying to steal everybody's money. But I guarantee you, everything that you see that Nature Salad gave me, you're going to see sometime throughout this week. I'm trying to save up a lot of gold and a lot of money for this weekend. Because on Saturday I want to do a really big 2v2. I'm trying to have Anonymous and Zeromus come in special guest shoutcast again. So I'm just trying to gather as much gold and as much things as I can. So throughout the week you're going to see me using these, and these. And I'm going to save some of them for the end of the week. But I guarantee you 100% you're going to see every single one of these being used. I really appreciate all the donations. It really helps these things keep going, guys. I really thank you so much. I could not do it without the support of the community, man. You guys were really cool. So we're going to give Artemis a little bit of time to come back. I know she DC'd. Yeah, okay, guys. So let's see who, if you guys want to vote, what kind of skins I'm going to add. Let's do...
Said you sent you the sand one and the Endless Ocean?
Yeah, he sent me a bunch of shifting sand. Maybe I'll do one shifting sand. So I'll do a shifting sand mace. And I'll do the Endless Ocean Greatsword. And I'll do an extra... What?
The Endless one's the nicest one.
I'm going to try to keep them. I'm going to take them all right now. I just want to keep the ones that have the highest cost because I'm already giving gold out to these. I'm already giving...
Let me just do the math for you. I'll go check the market real quick.
So that's not too bad. I can definitely use the Mordrum skin rifle, but he wanted me to use some... There's no thieves that are going to be winning this.
Shipping sand is cheaper than Endless Ocean.
Sorry?
Shifting sands is cheaper than Endless Ocean.
Okay, so I'll use the shifting sands for this guy.
Yeah, shifting sands highest one is 25 gold for the dagger.
Okay, so he actually wanted me to use something for a thief, or anybody wanted to use a thief, so I'm going to use the shifting sands pistol and the shifting sands. Do I have the dagger?
Wait, my bad. Great sword, 37 gold.
I'm just going to use the shifting sands. This is just an intermission match. I know you guys can't watch it. I'm trying to go through these, so I'm probably just going to let's see which ones I'm going to give out.
Yeah, so Endless Ocean's 44 gold, Shifting Sands Greatsword is 37 gold, and that's the highest one for the Shifting Sand.
The shifting sand, okay, so what about the Endless Ocean Sword? You said that one was expensive?
That one is 44 gold for the Greatsword.
Oh, I'm not going to use that one. Let's see the dagger skin here. 36. 37.
Yeah, no, Endless Ocean's significantly more expensive than the rest of the Shifting Sand.
So I'm going to do a shifting sands mace. Shifting sands. Not you. Okay, so I'll give the mace to the winner, Shifting Sands axe to second place, and Shifting Sands pistol to third place. So they'll also get the share of 200 gold, and they'll get the share of these three. So first place will get 60%. I gotta do the math on this. Hold on, guys. I'm just still waiting for Artemis Flame to come back, guys.
And don't worry, the chat's keeping them entertained.
Thank you so much for the guys in Twitch. I'm just waiting for Artemis. I really don't want to give him the bye just yet because it is in the semifinals, and it'd be a real shame that Artemis doesn't get her revenge and she ends up getting cheated again. But I'm just going to give her a little bit of time. She does have a lot of issues with her internet. I don't see her yet, but I'm going to give her a minute. She's probably raging right now at her computer or her internet, I tell you what. But this gives me some time to do some calculations. So let's see over here. Calculator.
It's a Revenant versus a Warrior. This is entertaining.
Now you guys get to watch that. So it's going to be 120 gold plus the shifting sands mace, which sells for 20 gold. So it's practically 140 gold for the winner, plus the shifting sands mace.
Oh, that was good. That was good. Glint stance right there.
So we're going to give second place 50 gold and the shifting sands axe, which is another 20 gold. And then last place will get 30 gold plus the shifting sands pistol. I can't wait forever though.
Ooh, that was a good. That was a full chart. Rampage, the perfect dodge. Open with the shield bash. This fight's kinda stalemate.
Yeah, it's Margaritos is really good and Rick's are both really, really good. They don't participate in too many of the competitions, but they do like to come and watch. This is really, 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 really unfortunate. Ah, this is so unfortunate, man.
There's no way Artemis is gonna be happy about this.
There's no way she's gonna be happy. I'm gonna give her 2 more minutes, guys. Just be a little patient with me. I really hope you can be a little patient with me. I really appreciate it. Come on, Artemis. You can do it. Does she log in anywhere? Do I see
If
you?
we move on and she just joins back, I'm gonna be so sad for her.
Because it's only the finals after this. Oh, we can't even do third place.
No, we can't.
I'm just gonna give third place to whoever's left over. 1 more minute, guys. At 10:50. If she's not here, I'll have to go forward. Come on, Artie. Where are you? No, that's it.
That's a yikes.
Yeah, really unfortunate. So third place is automatically going to be given to Futile. Now it's going to be Red Electro versus Sarista. This is going to be a good fight, though.
So we gotta send Artemis some love.
That's real, because I thought it was Artemis who joined. And our third place finalist is actually... Where are you? Where did he go? Discharge. I know it's Futile.
Did he leave? No, he's still here.
Oh, yes, sweet. Artemis joined? No. So he gets 30 gold plus the shifting pistol. So third place has been handed out there. Now it's Christy. Let's take a quick look at Christy over here. We're to the Sanctuary with Sage Amulet, Sword and Focus, Arcane Fire and Weaver. Let's take a look over here at Red Electro. Red Electro is brand new to my tournaments and is making a splash. Really good performance. I thought he was going to get beat by Futile, but really clutch moves over there. He's still saying the same exact way. I think carry on might have been a little different. Now this is a little different fight and a little slower pace than what Rezard just fought, as the Hollow was just more in your face, big burst, and now this is more of a sustaining match, and Christie has a lot of Condi clear and he already knows what Rezard is running.
Ooh, good heals from Christie. This whole fight literally just depends on who uses their Condi cure first.
Exactly, and who's able to bait that Condi clear first.
As a Weaver, you only have such little amount of Condi cure.
But they have a lot of damage mitigation, they have a lot of ability to create distance. So it's a lot.
That's the payoff.
Oof, look at those 11 stacks of Torment.
Damn.
Good job by Rezard reapplying right away, and then Christie just taking it off right again. Really good job. Ooh, and Rezard is down. But Rezard was in this position before. And I have faith. He did get some good Condi burst. But Christie, just in the nick of time, was able to clear it up.
Sorry for disconnecting.
Oh, Artemis! No, Artemis!
Rerun it, Mike. We're rerunning it.
Are you coming back in?
I don't think I can. I'm losing. I think my internet's down.
Oh no, Artie! I was so excited to see that match.
It was such a good
yeah,
match.
I probably would have. I could have won.
I think you could have won for sure.
Yeah, I was on full CDs, so.
That's a real big shame. Fuck, Artie. I was like, I tried to give you so much time. I'm like, I'm waiting for Artemis to come back. She's coming.
Aussie internet feels bad.
Yeah, it feels real bad. But thank you so much for coming, Artie. We're having a big 2v2 Saturday if you want to come join it.
Oh, fuck that shit. I'm Helio farming everyone.
Really impressive performance out of the way, Artie. Thank you so much. That dude you're listening to right there is Artemis Flame. That's We Sip My Ocean. That was the other alley that I had, unfortunately, the DC. But thank you so much for coming back and letting us know, Artie. You're a fucking beast, man. So good job over here. Rezard's doing a lot better job of mitigating the damage, staying away from keeping clear. Now he's just, like I said, got to try to bait those Condi clears. Put a little bit of Condi on him, see if he clears it, and then dump on him. But Christie is very talented. He's high tier, so he's not going to just waste his Condi clear on something small like a couple poisons or this is where it starts to get dangerous, and this is where she gets the Condi clear. But when she has a little bit of poison, confusion, and bleeding, he doesn't waste it. But usually on a lower tier player, when you start putting some of those Condis, good job by Rezard right there. He's got to keep the pressure onto Christie as much as he can, but he is really low on cooldowns. He does have the port to close the gap if he so chooses, which he does use. He's got the heal coming up right now. He's got the Condi that's just stacking away. He's already double cleared right there, so that's...
Christie messed up.
He did. It was the double clear. That's exactly where she messed up. On the Condi clear, and he restacks again with the Condi. The Torment. Oh, too much sustain coming up from Christie. Rezard's going in a little too hard. He puts the Chaos Storm down to build some more pressure. Good job by Rezard. Come on. I have faith in you, Rezard. The heal's just about to come up. This is a best of 5 series, guys, so keep in mind. The finals is always a best of 5.
The thing earlier that Christie messed up was he used Twist of Fates, but he rolled as well at the same time. So he wasted the Twist of Fates. So if Rez actually went full aggressive right there, he would knock him out.
That was really close. And Christie's, I love Christie, and thank you so much for coming, but you won the last one, so I gotta root for Rezard on this one, guys.
I'm rooting for Christie. I just have a grudge against Mesmer's.
thank you so much, Rich Bauer, for coming. I really appreciate it. And Chromo, I will post the Discord, but I only like to give the Discord to certain people. I don't like to post it out and give it to everybody. I just don't want a bunch of people running in here. You do have some trolls and some people that could cause a lot of mayhem when I'm running my tourneys, so I like to keep it a little private. But I know you've been in here a lot, Chromo, so just whisper me in game and I'll send you the Discord.
Chris is winning this for our Artemis.
This one's going out to Artie. Woo. Really good job from both teams, though. From both sides. Resolute, stellar performance. Really, really impressive. Working against high damage, working against high condi, working against just a warrior, I believe. It was the Guardian, the Hollow Smith. Really, really good job. Christie's not making any mistakes on this one, keeping the heavy pressure, not letting any condi get to him. Let's see if Christie made any changes. Nope, still sitting the same. Now, Christie's still got to be careful because he can stack those condis really, really quickly, and that Torment is the main one that does most of the damage. Rezzard doesn't look good here, and down goes
no.
Rezzard.
He
Really
made it
good.
into, uprising flame or whatever.
Let me send Rezzard, or let me send Christie her gold first. So that's 120 gold for Christie, plus the Shifting Sands Mist. First place prize. Thank you so much for coming. And now it's Rezzard. I'm not going to be able to send it to him just yet. Hold on, Rezzard. Don't leave just yet. That's it, guys. Thank you so much for coming. I really, really appreciate it. I might be back in about 15-20 minutes, and I'll do some a little bit of ranked shoutcasting practice. I try to do ranked and shoutcast my matches as much as I can, just to get more and more practice. Eventually, I'm going to start using the character or playing with the characters that I don't know very well. Then it'll just help me with their moves. But thank you so much for coming, guys. I really appreciate it. If you like this type of content, click that follow, click that subscribe. I'd really appreciate it. I do these every single day, and on Saturday I'm doing a huge 2v2. I'm trying to gather as much money as I can and as much skins or anything I can gather to try to get to that 800, 1,000 goal mark to try to draw a lot of people in. So thank you so much for coming, guys. I really appreciate it. Thank you, and I'll be back tomorrow. Let me see if I can actually pass you to someone who's streaming. Actually, let me send you over to Noctwolf, guys. He's a really good host, shoutcaster. He's been a really good streamer. He's been streaming for a long time, and he's actually what he does as a profession. So he's got a schedule. He does everything really, really well. You guys should really support him. Noctwolf. He still runs Guild Wars. Really good guy. Really entertaining stream. So I'm going to send you over to him right now, guys. Thank you so much for joining, and enjoy Noctwolf's stream.
Woo! Well,
That'd be awesome.
That was entertaining.
Dude, Michael! Dude, thank you so much for the host. I appreciate it.
Alright.
Everybody coming over from
Time
Michael's
for me
stream.
to
How you doing?
go to bed.
My name's John. This is Not Wolf TV.
Oh,
Playing a new game. Trying something new.
have a good one,
I don't
Mike.
have Visage. If I had Visage, I'd play the shit
Have a
out
good
of
one,
it.
man. Thanks for coming, bro.
But Michael, how was your stream? And welcome. Everybody coming over. My name's Knock. This is Knock.